কই পাল্লা আমি বলে ওখানে দেখা তালা পাঁচশো বার করা গেল আগে সব তালা করে দিয়ে এটা তালা করে তো বাংলা রে না লাইভ লাইভ শুনে দয়া করে লাইন না যে দয়া করে অনলাইন না যে জেলাস লাইভ যদি ভিডিও না ছাড়া কাজ এই ক্যামেরা শট দে ক্যামেরা আজকে লাইলা লাইলা মত বড় সব তান দিলাম বড় ওরা লাইন তো বড় ওদিন ওদিন এই সাঙ্গানো না সাঙ্গানো না কালকে কথা বলে গেলাম ইনা আছে কানে কুটকির মধ্যে
ও দাদা এখানে টেবিল
নাম কর রামিয়া
টেবিল ওয়াইড আছে না কেন টেবিলে আমাদের সাঙ্গানো
ও বেটা টেবিল ওই ওগানো মানে সবটা সুন্দর জিনিস একটা আছে
ফিনল্যান্ড সম্পর্কে এখন প্রেজেন্টেশন শুরু হবে। ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে আমাদের গেস্ট জয়েন হচ্ছে এলইউটি। So hi Mr. Otto, how are you? Hope you are doing well.
I'm very good.
You can hear me clear?
Yes, I can hear you very good.
Okay.
Yes, thanks.
Our ongoing from virtually as usual in physically as well. We have audience already in our stall. We have a start in Europe. There we are promoting the start in Finland. So you can continue within few minutes our presentation if you have it ready. Then a student can start their one by one interview session. Then we can continue our further details. So you can start from now. Thank you. And there is a Miss Samantha. She is going to coordinate with you interview session after your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meet you all, and I would really I'm really glad to show our presentation to you. And one thing what is not ideal when it comes to online presentations is that sometimes we might have some problems. I hope that this time everything is working smoothly. So I will share my screen. I will share my screen and I will show you our presentation. I would very much love to show you some of the videos what we have, because we have on YouTube some excellent videos. And something, if you go on YouTube and you Google LUT University, so I'm positive that you will love those videos what we have.
You are going to the share screen.
Yes, I hope you are now able to see my presentation.
Yeah, we can see.
We are the land of the curious. That's Finland, and this is also LUT University. Very good. So what does it mean to being curious? That means we really want to be next problem solvers of the world. We are tackling the global warming crisis and climate change, and also we want to do this with our great business models as well. Now I'm trying to make you so that you are able to see the next slide. Right now I'm only seeing the first slide. Maybe we do like this. I need to do like this. So now I hope you are able to see.
Now it's fine. You can see we can see your presentation.
Yes, but I think the problem really right now is that I'm unable to show you the presentation what I have. It's only showing the first slide. So that's most likely the problem what we have. Are you able to see this also what I have? Because the connection is not really working at the moment.
But from our side, we can hear you as well, and we can see your presentation, but your attachment is not working as I can see. Past slide is can show is. You have any video clips?
Okay. Okay. I'm really glad. I'm really glad if you are able to see. Yes, if you are able to see the presentation, that's of course really nice to hear. Because I have at the moment the problem what I have is that I am not able to see the presentation what I have. So that makes the presenting very difficult.
Hello, thank you, Miss Paulina. Welcome to our event.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Well, I have recently started in Lut as well. I actually have 2 jobs. One of them is that I'm a secretary for the students who are studying in University of Applied Sciences. So I help them with practical matters like transcripts of records and study certificates and many other things. And my another role is that I'm helping the international students who come to Finland in their study guidance, in and pretty much in any practical matters regarding arrival to Finland. Because for some, it can be many things can be very new and very surprising.
Okay, let me see if I'm able to re-show this presentation. I hope you can now see.
Yeah, now it's clear. You can continue.
Can you see this presentation right now?
I can.
Yes, I can as
Yes,
well.
I think so. Samantha, yes. Okay, very good.
Yes.
Excellent. So, clean energy, water, and air are the life-giving resources for which we at the LUT University seek for new solutions. And our expertise are in technology and business. We help society and the businesses also in their sustainable renewal. We have 2 campuses. We are located in Finland, in Lappeenranta and Lahti. And it would be I would love to show you later what you maybe Samantha you can also share with the audience is our great strategy video on our YouTube channel, which is telling a lot about us. And these 4 like cornerstones are something where we are concentrating. We want to turn emissions into opportunity. We refine side streams into value, and we want to be part of transitioning to a carbon neutral world. And everything here, we want the businesses are able to grow and develop in sustainable renewal. What about Finland? I don't know how much you guys know about Finland, but these are some of the important things about Finland. So Finland is the world's happiest country. This has been now for several times in a row. This is according to the World Happiness Record. We are also the safest country in the world. So when you come to Finland or your loved ones come to Finland, you don't have to be afraid. You can walk on the streets even in the night time. So that's why it's very good to live in Finland, because it's very safe. But we are also the greenest country in the world. So the air, water, and nature is very green and clean. This on the background is from the harbor of Lappeenranta, which is a very beautiful place. And we are located here on the map on the green. We are on the northeast corner of Finland, of Europe, between Russia and Sweden, Norway and Estonia, also our neighboring countries. And LUT University is located in two campuses, Lappeenranta and Lahti, two great cities. So as you can see, it's a lot of green and a lot of blue. We have lakes surrounded by us. Now I think there must be some kind of problem. Okay, now I think the sound is working perfectly again. So
Yeah, I think somebody has joined, Surav.
Okay, yes. So Lappeenranta is an international university city and a border town. So if you're watching Netflix, you can find a lot of beautiful images about Lappeenranta on this Netflix series. Lappeenranta is located 2 hours by train from the capital Helsinki and 2 hours from the biggest city in Northern Europe, St. Petersburg. Lahti campus is located for its international sports events. Especially in Europe, everyone knows Lahti for its famous skiing events. And one thing I want to tell you about student housing. So when you come to LUT, or Lab University of Applied Sciences, so student housing is really top of the world. So the infrastructure, heating, high-speed internet, and so on, everything is involved, and everything is also included in the price when we pay.
Can I add? Well, also a lot of those student houses, they are very close to universities. Well, some of them, they are even on the territory of the campus. But overall, you can, if you live in a dormitory, you can get to university by walking, maybe from 10 to 30 minutes, depending in which dormitory you live.
Yes, thank you, Paulina. That's really true. Something about the student satisfaction regarding LUT and Lab University. So we have the most satisfied technology graduates in Finland. And this is something what many people, they appreciate, the warmly welcome and individual welcome what we have. And also we have very flexible study opportunities. So when you are studying in LUT and when you graduate, also the employment opportunities are great. Something quickly about our ranking. So LUT is now among the top 400 universities worldwide, and this is LUT School of Business Management is in the top 200 of the world ranking. And we have to really remember that there are almost 16,000 business schools worldwide. So that's really a huge achievement. This is how the international studies look like in LUT. We have 5 bachelor's programs in technology, and we have about 20 master's programs in technology and business. And all these programs are taught 100% in English. So there is no requirement for any other additional languages. When you study at LUT, we have to always also remember that we have great exchange study opportunities. We have the following bachelor's programs: technology and engineering science, technology, engineering, and software engineering. The scope of the programs is 180 credits and duration 3 years. And everyone who starts a bachelor program at LUT will get an automatic right to continue at the master's level when they graduate. We have 2 application periods. We have in January starting our regular admission, and now we have already going on. We will have the bachelor's program then later. This says it's going to start on the 1st of December, but unfortunately we have had to postpone the starting date of the program. I will let you know, and we will be informing about this. Tuition fees for the students outside the European Union is €900 per academic year. And we are offering great scholarship opportunities. From the second year on, if you complete 60 credits during the first academic year, you will be granted a 50% scholarship. And for the third year, the offer is even better. If you have achieved 120 credits after 2 years of studying, you will get 100% scholarship for the third year. So that means the third year would be, in that case, free of charge. These are the master's program what we have. On the green side, the technology programs, and on the red side, the business administration and economics programs. In master's programs, the duration of programs is 2 years and 120 ECTS credits. Our rolling period, so it started on 1st of November, and then we have another admission period starting in December, January. Application requirements are in master's level, bachelor's degree, language test. We have IELTS 6.0 is the level, minimum level, and then you need to have GPA of 3.0 or 3.5, depending on the program. Tuition fee for the students outside European Union is €10,000 per academic year, and we are offering scholarships already from the first year. One thing how I want to end this presentation is that education in Finland is really top of the world. We are topping the PISA studies year after year, and students who come from other countries really like the teaching. For instance, this picture, you can see that the group of students is working as a team. So then, of course, the learning is much better as well.
And
Thank you so much. That was about LUT. Paulina, please go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to add that actually, if you study, no matter which program you study, you solve the practical challenges. So there might be an actual company ordering a project from you. So this is the definitely positive side. So you combine theory with the practice.
Yes. Thank you so much. And I can also show you about Lab University of Applied Sciences. So we are representing 2 universities. And a great number of bachelor's programs at the Lab University of Applied Sciences. So Lab University of Applied Sciences belong to this LUT group. So we have LUT University and Lab University of Applied Sciences. And Lab University of Applied Sciences is combining both working life and research and science. About Lab University in figures, over 8,500 students, and we are growing constantly quite nicely on the international level. We are in 2 cities and 3 campuses. One of them is this Lappeenranta campus. I'm just showing you quickly. Working by side, so we are working on the same campuses. Lahti campus as well, as we can see here. Lahti campus is also working in very modern facilities at the same campus as LUT. These are the studies what we have. We have 8 bachelor's programs in English and excellent student exchange opportunities. We have in Design and Fine Arts, Bachelor of Culture and Arts in 2 programs, Industrial Design and Packaging and Brand Design. In Technology, we have Mechanical Engineering. In Healthcare and Social Services, we have Paramedics, which is also giving you a qualifications to work as a nurse. In Business, we have business informatics and international business. And last but not least, Bachelor of Hospitality Management, we have Hotel and Restaurant Management program. Admissions will start in January. You need to have your high school diploma and either an SAT score, or you need to sit an online entrance examination. That's all what you need for the admission. Tuition fees are 8,000 euros per academic year, and we are again here providing scholarships starting from the 2nd year if the student completes 55 credits during the first academic year. For the 3rd year, you will also get 50% scholarship if you have achieved 110 credits after 2 years of study. This is my presentation about LUT and Lab. Something at this stage.
Okay, so on behalf of the students, I want to know if there are any scholarship opportunities in the in Lab or LUT.
So we have in both, if we talk about bachelor level, so in both universities, we are giving scholarships for the 2nd year. So in LUT, the scholarships are granted if you achieve 60 credits during the first academic year, and in Lab, you will get a 50% scholarship if you get 55 credits during the first academic year.
So I assume my grades have to be really good, right, to get that?
Samantha, could you please repeat, because I lost you. There was a bad connection.
What kind of grades should I achieve in order to get the scholarship?
So in order to get the scholarship, you don't need to have a certain GPA or grade level. What you need to have is you need to complete 60 or 55 credits during the first year, and there is no GPA level in this, or no grade level. only the number of credits will matter.
Oh, well, that makes it easier then.
Yes.
Could you tell me something about the visa process?
Yes. So, Paulina,
well,
please.
can I? Well, I am also not from EU country. I'm originally from Russia, so I have passed through the process. So in essence, you go through entrance examination, and as soon as you know that you got accepted into universities, you can apply for visa. So in order to get it, as far as I remember, you have to have a document that confirms your study place. Then you have to have a confirmation from your bank account. For last year, it was 6,785 euros on the bank account, and you need a confirmation that you have paid the tuition fee. And well, there is also a handling fee for the visa itself. It differs country by country. It depends where you apply. The visa process normally takes, if it's like your first permit, it can take from 2 weeks up to 1 month. If there is a big queue of applications, it might take even longer. So keep that in mind. But normally, getting visa is quite a straightforward process, and if you follow the instructions, you will be fine.
Yes. So I can add that it's the university is able to support a bit, and we are of course everything will be done online. So it's very straightforward. And I'm sure that also with our partners, GSC, the visa process will be pretty smooth.
So, is it possible to apply for the January session right now, or should I have to wait for a couple of months and join the next session?
Yes, so right now you are able to apply for the fall intake. So the studies will start at the end of August. So a period to apply for the January session.
So there is no IELTS requirement, right?
There is.
There is?
If you want to apply, there is. You should have an IELTS 6 points minimum. So it's about maybe B1, B2 level of English.
So in case
it can be TOEFL. It can be TOEFL as well.
So in Lab University of Applied Science.
How much do you think it'll cost for the visa fees? Like if I'm applying right now, like how much money do you think I should have?
So I just want to add for the language requirements. So in Lab University, there is no IELTS or language test requirement. You can your high school diploma, plus then in addition you also need to have you will just sit the entrance examination. In case the student has done SAT test, that will also do, but you don't need to for Lab University have IELTS. So Lab University is very flexible in that sense.
How you arrange the entrance exam? By online, or as far we know previously it was arranged by the embassy. So now how you organize it?
Yes, so we organize all the entrance examinations online. So you can do it from your home or from your office or from anywhere in the world where you have a proper internet connection.
I have one question to Miss Polina. There is one in the embassy in New Delhi. There is one visa fees, another one residence card fees when they are going to apply. So how much that is individually? First of all, we have to pay 80 euros first visa processing fees. Then residence fees is different, or they will take that together.
Could you repeat the question?
Embassy visa fees.
The visa fees. Well,
Yes, there is a, I visit the website, there is a two type of fees.
well, there is a difference between a visa fee and the account balance. So the account balance should be about 7,000 euros to just have it there. So it's for provision of living, because if you're a student, well, it might be, if you just arrived to Finland as a student, it might be a bit tricky to find a job. Well, it's not impossible though. You can work as a student. That's a big plus. But for the visa fee, it really depends on the country. Well, so far from I have been.
From
In
India,
my
we are
time.
paying for this fee from Bangladesh, and we are applying because we don't have embassy in Bangladesh. We have to go to the New Delhi. So there is a visa procedure. Something is different than other countries, as I know. So there is in the website we can see 300 something for residence card fees, and another one 60 euros for the visa fees. So I have a doubt for this visa fees and residence card fees. Is that they are taking together, or they are approving first of all their visa, then they'll take the residence fees?
Well, actually, the residence permit card and the visa, they are. Well, let's say that the visa is for entering the country. The residence permit card is, well, if you're a student, then you get a residence permit card. So it allows you to stay in Finland for 1 year. So it's renewed every single year. So, but if you don't have an embassy in Bangladesh, well, you can enter Finland with a tourist visa, and then you can apply through migration services there for your first permit. But then you have to keep in mind the timing. Well,
Yes.
there is a migration service website in Finland. You can go there, and they have even more information than I have about these applications.
And UT is going to accept the medium of instruction who have completed bachelor in medium in English. They can join for master's program without IELTS.
Um, where have you completed your you completed your bachelor's in English? Where?
In Bangladesh.
Well, if you apply to masters, you still have to have a language certificate, because they only make exception to those who obtain their degree either in English-speaking country, so it's UK, United States, New Zealand, Australia, or Sweden, or any of the Nordics, like Sweden, Norway. I'm not sure about Denmark though.
If any
So,
student completed bachelor or master's 2 degrees from European countries like from Hungary, they can eligible to study without English certificate to in your university.
but I think this question is more for you.
Mr.
Yes,
Otto.
sir. Can you please repeat the question?
We got yesterday one application from Hungary. She is a Bangladeshi student and she is studying there. This semester February she is going to finish her master degree. So she would like to do the another masters in your university. So is she required for IELTS certificate, or she can continue with her medium of instruction, or she was studying in European countries as per European rules?
This is a good question. I am not 100% sure. I have to be honest, because I'm also checking many times this when it comes to applying an application. So with our admission office, so this is something we should really. I should get everything on paper, and we should check with the admission office.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Otto and Miss Paulina. It was nice conversation. To this program, we have a physical student as well in our event, and we have 8 stall what we are promoting your universities as well. And we have more than 500 students who are joined from our virtual Facebook page. And I think we were getting a lots of response SMS. So after that, we will get back to you as soon as possible.
Excellent. And let's take another session.
Yeah.
then we are able to show some videos as well about the LUT.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
Thank you so much.
We cannot see Mr. Otto.
I think he switched off the camera.
Out of the studio. Hello, Samantha, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Just say something about our students, what you are expecting and what your experience for today.
Okay, so basically, if you want to study in Finland, you can study in LUT or lab, and they offer you scholarship program. So for the first year, you only have to pay your tuition fees for the first year, and after that, after you complete a couple of credits, you are eligible to study for free. And even if not for free, it's 50% off. So,
Well, it's a 50% reduction. So it's so you're paying like half of the sum, but you have to complete well, in the LUT it's 60 credits for a semester. It's 60 credits in a year. In lab it's 55. The grades they don't matter as long as you pass the courses. But to enter, for example, the master's program, your GPA from the bachelor's program should be 3 or 3.5 out of 5. So if you have different GPA system, you just calculate your GPA in your own scale, and then we convert it already to our system.
okay, so I'm just gonna speak in Bengali for a bit. So basically, যেটা হচ্ছে যে আপনারা ফিনল্যান্ডে পড়তে চাইলে এখন অ্যাপ্লাই করলে আপনারা অ্যাটলিস্ট 60 ক্রেডিটস যদি কমপ্লিট করেন, সো এরপরে আপনাদের 50% স্কলারশিপে পড়তে পারবেন। আর যদি ব্যাচেলার্স হয় তাহলে ইটস 55%, আই থিঙ্ক। তারপর যদি আপনার মাস্টার্স এর জন্য পড়তে চান তাহলে আপনার সিজিপিএ যদি 3.3 বা এরকম হয়, তখনও আপনারা স্কলারশিপের জন্য এলিজিবল হতে পারেন। সো এখন জাস্ট আপনারা ফার্স্ট এটা পে করবেন টিউশন ফিস, তারপর আপনার সিজিপিএ খারাপ হলো, ইন কেস অফ ব্যাচেলার্স সিজিপিএ ডাজন্ট ম্যাটার, আপনারা 60 ক্রেডিটস কমপ্লিট করলে স্কলারশিপে পড়তে পারবেন। It's universities হলো LUT or lab.
So 60 credits is for LUT, 55 is for lab.
আচ্ছা, 60 ক্রেডিটস LUT এর জন্য কমপ্লিট করতে হবে স্কলারশিপের জন্য, আর 55 ক্রেডিট কমপ্লিট করতে হবে ল্যাবের জন্য। সো কেউ যদি ইউরোপিয়ান ডিগ্রি চান, ফিনল্যান্ড আপনাদের জন্য ভালো হবে, যেহেতু কম খরচে পড়তে পারছেন। Usually European degrees are very expensive.
Well, They are not cheap. That is true. Well, although I would say that the Finnish tuition fees, let's say, they are not among the cheapest, but they are not among the most expensive. But what you're getting high quality education. You're getting the knowledge, which you're not only getting the theory, but you're also getting the practical knowledge.
So ফিনল্যান্ডে পড়লে আপনারা জাস্ট পড়ালেখার আশেপাশে প্র্যাকটিক্যাল নলেজও পাচ্ছেন। Could you tell me something about how students can get part-time jobs there? Like, is it very hard to get part-time jobs while they're a student?
Well, I would say yes and no. It's definitely not impossible. So, according to the law, a student can work 25 hours a week during the semester. So, if you, let's say, if your academic year starts from end of August and it's usually ends in the end of May, beginning of June, in that period of time, you can work 25 hours a week. It can be tricky because to find a job purely in English, but it's not impossible. There are, in fact, sometimes job positions open in LUT and Lab. You should be checking them in their own pages. Sometimes they publish them. And some students also do some. I have heard cases of students working in the post, but well, if you want more like degree related, then keep in mind of internships, keep in mind of the positions open inside of the university, and there are some job positions which are in English. Although I would definitely recommend to start studying Finnish upon arrival because it's very helpful. It opens your possibilities.
Thank you. So যেটা হলো গিয়ে আপনারা যদি ফিনিশ পড়া শিখা শুরু করেন ইউনিভার্সিটিতে ঢোকার সাথে সাথে এটা আপনাদেরকে এটা হেল্প করবে টু ফাইন্ড জবস। মানে ফিনল্যান্ডের মানে ফিনিশ ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজটা যদি আপনারা শিখতে পারেন তাহলে আরো ভালো জব পাবেন। বাট এমন না যে ফিনিশ শিখাই লাগবে, ইংলিশ স্পিকিংও জবস পাবেন। সো এমন না যে আপনারা কোনো জবই পাবেন না, বাট ইটস মানে একটু কম আর কি চান্সেস ইংলিশে জব পাওয়া, বাট তাও অনেক জব পাবেন। সো উইকলি মানে সপ্তাহে আপনারা অ্যাটলিস্ট 25 ঘন্টার চাকরি করতে পারবেন, পার্ট টাইম জব করতে পারবেন অ্যাজ এ স্টুডেন্ট। আর ইউনিভার্সিটিতে থাকাকালীন আপনার ইউনিভার্সিটিতেও চাকরি করতে পারবেন, ওখানেও অনেক পসিবিলিটিস আছে। তো ওখানেও আপনারা ইংলিশে অনেক জব থাকলে আপনারা ওখান থেকেও ইউনিভার্সিটিতেই আপনারা চাকরি করতে পারবেন। How many hours, like how much money can you get per hour working?
It really depends on the job. It really depends on the contract. So there was it depends which field you're working in. So you can be getting from the most minimum that I've ever seen was 8 euros per hour. The maximum, I think it can be 15. It depends on your background. It depends which job you're doing. Also, let's say your salary will depend also a lot on how many working hours you do, because if you do only 15 working hours, you will of course be getting less than if you would be doing 30 hours. So it really depends on where you work, how many hours is your contract, and how much is their per hour rate. But I would say that overall the salaries in Finland are quite good.
Can you tell me what is the minimum credit per semester need to take the student, or you have a minimum duration year-wise or credit-wise?
Excuse me?
Per semester, how many credit do you offer to the student?
Well, normally, for example, in the masters, it should be 60 credits per semester. So per semester. So it's if a semester is like about 3 months, so it's 30 credits. Normally it should be 30 credits if you are going in the normal speed. So let's say if the masters are for 2 years, so 120 credits, it means 60 credits per year. And a year has 2 semesters, so it's 30 credits per semester.
This credit, the ECTC European credit system, that is only part subject dedicated like that.
Yeah, Finland uses the ECT credit system. So each of the credits, it was something like 27 hours, so study hours. So one study credit, it's about 27 study hours.
Okay, I got it. Then it's per 27 per hours per subject is 1 credit.
Well, each of the courses in the LUT, they are different by their credit weight. There are some which are, in average, I think there were 4 or 5 credits, because it depends on the course. There are some courses which offer 3 credits. There are some courses which offer 10 credits. There are master's thesis is 30 credits.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Otto is available yet? Still, I think not. Samantha, do you have any questions?
Is it hard to find accommodation in Finland for a student, and is it easy? Is it hard to afford it? Is it easy to live close to the universities at a cheap price?
Student accommodation is usually cheaper than most of the apartments. So far in Lappeenranta, what I've seen were from 250 euros to 350. The prices might have changed though. There is an agency that called LOAS. It specializes in student accommodation in Lappeenranta. In Lahti, there is another one. So you apply there. Better apply in advance, and you would be placed in a dormitory. So a dormitory usually have 2 or 3 rooms. So you will have your own room, but you would have a shared kitchen and bathroom. So and normally they in the dormitories they have, let's say, an apartment. So they place girls with girls, boys with boys.
Oh, that's good. So, is there a possibility that students might feel homesick there, like Bangladeshi students? Like, can they find other kids from Bangladesh there? Do you have a big Bangladeshi culture going there?
So far in the university, there are quite many Bangladeshi students, and usually they mingle quite a lot between each other, and plus you can find in Facebook quite many groups of, let's say, you can find in Facebook groups called Bangladesh in Finland, and you will actually find plenty of them.
All right. I guess that would be all from my side.
Miss Polina, do you have any video clips of the campus or anything, so then we can shoot it our students?
I myself don't, but Otto has them. He will come in half an hour.
Okay. So, because we have another session from after 10 minutes from other countries. That's
Okay. So, can I ask you in which programs you're interested in? Are you interested in bachelor's, master's, University of Applied Sciences?
For the masters, we have many queries actually for business related subjects. Even from right now, also one student call us. You would like to study in your universities next current semester. Are you offering right now February intake? LUT?
Sorry?
Do you have a semester in February intake?
Well, our
2020.
our next spring semester starts in January. So the academic year in Finland works like this. So the autumn semester starts, well, officially it's from 1st of August till 31st of December. Well, the actual studies, they start usually end of August, beginning of September. Then we have in December, we have Christmas holidays because, well, Christianity is the most common religion here in Finland. Then the spring semester usually starts in January, so it's usually early days of January, so a second, third, sometimes 4th of January, depends on the year. And the spring semester studies normally end of May, beginning of June. And you can also take summer courses if you want to. But well, now we have the rolling admission, so it has already started. It will go until 31st of May. Plus, we have also the general admission, which starts on the 7th of January, and it lasts something. It lasts till the middle of February. I need to check the dates, but to my mind, it was something like 15th of February.
So I think, Ms. Corina, we can finish our event session at this moment because we are going to start from next session with other universities from other countries. Sorry.
Thank you for inviting us, and
last us to our student that will be beneficial for our business.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us, and well, we hope to see some of your students here in our university.
Definitely. 2021 will be rock after pandemic. Thank you guys to being with us. সম্মানিত ছাত্রবৃন্দ, আপনারা যারা আমাদের প্রোগ্রাম অনলাইন সেশনে দেখতেছিলেন তাদেরকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। আমরা এই বলে আমাদের এই স্টাডি ইন ফিনল্যান্ডের কার্যক্রম শেষ করছি। আমাদের নেক্সট পরবর্তী স্টাডি ইন টার্কি, ওখান ইউনিভার্সিটি ইন ইস্তাম্বুল। থ্যাংক ইউ, ভালো থাকেন, সুস্থ থাকেন।
Thank you. Have a nice. Bye bye. Have a nice day.